I get asked a lot if I will be someone's mentor, so I wanted to spend a few minutes to talk about the mentor-mentee relationship, how you find a mentor, how to do it the right way, and how to do it the wrong way. So let's talk about that first. Most of the time when I'm asked to be someone's mentor, it's as simple as, will you be my mentor? And when you read over and over those, what comes across is a pretty common theme, and that is I, me. It's not what's important for the other person. And as you're looking for a mentor, most of the time that person is going to be someone who's much more successful than you are. Oftentimes you come at it from your mindset. Well, I'll give them some money or some financial incentive. And while that's important, most of the time they've got enough money. So they're looking for something beyond that, some reason beyond that. Now, one of the things you have going in your favor is that it is exceptionally hard to find good mentees. Most of the time, the beginning of the relationship is, no one will work harder than me, I'll do everything that's required, etc., etc., etc. But when things get tough, as they always do, that person then doesn't follow through with that, throws in the towel frequently. And so that's wasted time for the mentor, which usually is more important to them at that stage of their career and life than the money. They can replace the money. They can't replace the time. And so be cognizant of that. And I want to give you an example of how one of these unfolded. I'm not going to use the name, but I'll tell you the circumstances. I've got a mentee who I'm working with that's taken action as fast as anybody I've seen. It's great to see. It's a lot of fun for me, and it's fun for him as well. As he said, I'm going to quote you, Bruce, this QLA stuff really works. Yes, the methodology that Dan Pena created with QLA does work if you work it. But that's a pretty important part of the equation. So he is in a business that he wants to expand nationally. He's got a successful business, he's got a good model, but he wanted to find someone who had been there, done that, and expanded a similar business in a very big way. And he did. He found a billionaire who did that. So what we said was, let's think about what's important to him, and let's do things differently than everybody else. If you go back and read Selling to Vito, which is a book I recommend a lot, talks about how to get to very important top officers. That's what Vito is. So rather than send an email, which is the easy way and what most people do, we ended up saying, let's write a handwritten note, which he did. He made it personal, which he did. He found some reasons in there that would resonate with the billionaire. He ended up sending it by FedEx. We found out the best address to do that. And the billionaire opened it, read it, responded very quickly, and said, coincidentally, I'm going to be in your area on these dates, and I could spare 15 or 20 minutes to meet with you. So he did that. These are different countries. This is not convenient to do that. So he said, but you got to be flexible because I've got other meetings, so you're going to have to kind of be on hold. So these are doofus tests. Whether he refers to him, the billionaire, or not like that, I don't know, but they are doofus tests. So the mentee stayed in the same hotel, expensive hotel. He ended up having a surprise call saying, I know we said we're going to meet this time, but plans have changed. Can you meet here? So he had to be flexible and do that. He ended up, the mentee, doing something before the meeting, which was really important to the billionaire. He, without all the details around it, he ended up working in an area which was incredibly important to the billionaire. And he brought basically a photograph of what he had done, which was impressive. And it struck a nerve with the billionaire. After the lunch that they had together, the billionaire said to him, why don't you join us for dinner? So, but you're going to have to hang loose. All those plans aren't finalized. He ended up doing that. He went to dinner with him. The mentee did something that I thought was really, really smart. He's got two billionaires actually at this dinner, and he picks up the tab. That would not go unnoticed by these guys. He was then hugged by the billionaire's wife. He was hugged by the billionaire, and he was given a couple of things as suggestions to do. I think that was another doofus test. He did both those things. He then asked me, well, how should I continue this? And I said to him, just send him back an email, thank him for the time, let him know that you have done the 2 things he suggested, and that's it. Don't ask for anything in that message. He then got back a reply which was, wow, very impressive. You're really committed and taking action. Great to see, kind of thing. He had, one of the things was requiring the mentee to travel, and he was going to travel close to where the billionaire was. And the billionaire, in his response, said, let me know the dates. If I'm in town, it would be good to get together. So that's the way that you build a relationship. But again, he did something that was really important to that billionaire and took action on it. And what the billionaire as well did was give him a couple of tasks so that he could judge, is he going to take action, or is this just something that sounds good but he won't take action? And to his credit, he took action. He took it incredibly quick. These were not simple tasks to do either. So I hope that's helpful when you think about mentor-mentee relationship, when you think about your dream team, when you think about building those relationships and those people. Think about what's important to them. I fully appreciate that you should be selfish in most things in QLA. Do what's right for you and to benefit you, your family, etc. But in the dream team relationship, make sure that while you're doing that, it's something that'll benefit them. And if you do that, I think you'll be very successful.